and let's go. Hi, Chris. Good morning.
Hello.
Cool.
It's not quite a
Uh,
morning here. It's one. It's
where are
afternoon.
you? Where are you?
I'm in Kansas City,
Okay.
Central Time.
Okay. So here
Yeah.
it's evening, but for me, it's always good morning for no reason. I love it.
Mm.
Good morning. And yeah, yesterday I had the impulse to contact you to do a
I'm glad
chat.
you did.
Yeah, just a funny chat
Yeah.
about what would you say? What are we chatting about? What is this?
Nothing. Yeah. Absolutely
What
nothing.
is this? What are we
It's
talking
it's
about?
kind of silly, really, that we're even getting together talking about this. But I guess we could start with Sander because I think he's just
Okay.
an amazing person. I enjoyed my chat with him the other day. Um,
Yeah.
I think
So how did you discovered him in a way on YouTube or
yeah, I
Facebook?
think it was through Leia.
Ah,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, because you guys did a meeting together, and we were friends on Facebook. We actually met at the Kenneth Madden retreat,
Okay.
like yeah, a little over a month ago.
Okay.
And so yeah, we became friends that way. And so yeah, I think it just came up randomly in the YouTube feed, and uh and I just
Okay.
watched
Okay.
it, and then I just kind of fell in love with Xander, and you too. Like I loved your energy, and I just thought
Okay,
it was
cool.
beautiful. I was very attracted to it, and so
Okay.
I was excited that when you reached out and wanted to do this. So
Yeah, yeah, very cool. I always think that you simply contact me because it's, I'm open, of course, for context impulses and now I see that if I contact, it's cooler because it's directly, yeah, sure, let's do, and
yeah, yeah,
I simply love chatting and I'm curious, of course. So just tell me about what's going on there, or
yeah,
you can go back is like you want. Just feel free to make a nice story out of this, and yeah, let's see.
yeah. I need to do better. I feel like acting on my impulses, because I do, like, I have some. I'll have the impulse, but maybe I should reach out to them, and then it just doesn't actually happen.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
um, but yeah, I'm glad I did reach out to Sander though. I think that his message was just kind of what was needed. Maybe it just resonated a little bit more. I've been listening
Loving the
to
music. Sorry, I'm eating, of course, again. What else?
yeah,
Mm, loving the music channel Xander. Cool.
yeah, yeah.
Me too. Hmm.
And yeah, and it's much more direct and simple than what I've been commonly hearing. I mean, the last person I really listened to was Kenneth
Hmm.
at the tree.
I love
Um,
Kenneth.
and he's great. Yeah, his message is very direct and radical as
Yeah.
well.
Cool
And
guy. Cool
it
guy.
it really triggered me at the retreat. I got triggered
Yeah,
actually
tell
quite a
me, tell
bit.
me. Well, what did you I'm in love with triggers.
Oh,
Totally.
I
And
actually walked out.
no, cool.
I
Okay,
did. I couldn't stay there.
I've never been on a live retreat, never ever. But I
Oh,
can
really?
imagine how, no, I can imagine how it is to go there in order to see the thing and then just say, oh shit, I go. But tell me the story.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what was it that he said. I can't actually remember what he said that triggered me, but it just, I don't know, like something just kind of clicked, and then it was just like, so this is nothing. Like, this is what am I even doing here? This seems silly to even be here. I feel
Beautiful.
like,
I get
you
you.
know.
I totally get
And
you.
and it's like, yeah, and this has happened before many times. Like when
Mhm.
it's kind of seen, it just triggers anger or frustration, or like, what the hell are we doing with this? Like, this, I mean, I'm making this into something that it's really not now. And I'm doing that by going to these retreats and listening to all these speakers,
Okay.
um, and
And
so
then there is a kind of confirmation that that there is nothing to get.
yeah,
And this is kind of triggering because you're kind of on a how is it called? On a mission. On a mission? and then it's like
I'm
Mission
on a
Impossible.
mission to figure
Boom!
out the truth. I want the answer. I'm trying to figure out the
You,
answer.
oh, what a beauty, Chris. I love it. I love it.
Uh,
Okay. So,
but,
and so you went out.
yeah, and I mean, God, what did I say? Like, I can't remember. I kind of just, yeah. I mean, I spoke up. I remember speaking up in the meeting, in anger and frustration, and then just ended up walking out. And
So you were really angry. It wasn't like,
oh yeah,
okay, it's
yeah.
about I don't care, go, but really with anger, loaded.
Yes, it was fully loaded. And I think I just wanted to leave to prevent anything from coming out that was inappropriate.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
get
you
here.
know, because yeah, I just need to be alone to kind of collect my thoughts, I think.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Mm.
But yeah, and I mean when I returned, I think this is the last day. Yeah, this is the last day. So yeah, I mean for whatever reason I wasn't triggered the first couple days, but then the last day it really got to me. And then I remember going up to Kenneth and being like, I really want to be mad at you, but I know that there's no one really here to be mad at. And I know that's silly. There's just anger.
Mm.
It doesn't really belong to anyone.
Yeah,
But it's definitely here. It doesn't, yeah. So it's just strange. It was just very strange to feel that anger, but not have any ownership over it, I guess.
yeah, beautiful,
Um,
beautiful.
but yeah, like I mean, it came and went. It didn't last, and um, yeah, I mean, I haven't
So,
really
so I
experienced.
can say that there were a couple of glimpses, so to say that this is playing out freely already. That there is, yeah, can I say it like this, Chris? Is it right?
Yeah.
Like this is obvious. It's clear that this is simply what's happening. Like
Mm,
body moving, talking, speaking. Even this is said too much. I don't have to say this is just a body. There is no one. I can, of course, say I'm talking to you. There is no problem with this
yeah, I don't have a
already.
problem. Yeah.
It just plays automatically already. It always did. It always did. That's a joke. And this is why I love to say this is not worth mentioning.
Mm.
And but go on. What's popping up there? Like yesterday with, where is my boom?
Oh yeah.
Fuck, where is my boom?
Yeah, I think I'm just
I
kind of
love
joking
that.
a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I think that whatever's happening here is not going to get this special,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
enlightenment. Or this special
yeah.
um, thing that was being sought after, that was being searched for. Um, and it seems kind of that, it's just been kind of a gentle easing into to nothing really. And
Whatever this means,
yeah,
Chris, to nothing. Just
so
an idea. For me, nothing is just an idea. You
yeah,
know?
I mean, there's definitely a very dense ego here. Before, there was definitely a large sense of specialness and wanting to be special, pretty
Mm,
much his whole character's life.
mm.
Feeling as though that there was that I was smarter than everyone, or that I knew something that someone else didn't.
Which is
And now
very,
that,
very normal, which
and
is
now that, yeah,
totally
that's
normal.
coming to terms with itself, that's not actually the case. That it's hard to process. It's hard to for
Well,
that to
well,
settle.
well,
Hard
it's
for that to
hard to
settle.
process, but for whom? It's just
Yeah.
processing. I feel like if you label it, okay, there is a processing and it feels hard.
Mhm.
But there is just a processing, which is also just blah blah, it's simply what is. Like feeling triggered, you know what I mean? Emotions popping up. There are ideas automatically. Like that, it is already scientifically proved that there is no choice here. There is no choice. This is simply like I'm adding then this is probably, oh yeah, sure, I choose the coffee, not the tea. But this is coming always too late. So this is
Yeah.
already scientifically proved, but I don't want to go into this. It doesn't matter. That's why this simply plays beautifully out perfection. I love to call it perfection in action. No one is doing this already.
Right.
And automatic, like just ideas booming out, feelings, emotions, everything full on. This is the boom, you know, this is the boom. And then um, when seeing that everything is it already, of course, I mean, it's what it is all the time. Sitting, talking, eating, handing, you know what I mean? It's the whole time. I mean, what
Yeah.
else? An idea about the future. What a beautiful dream. Why not? Nothing wrong. A feeling, maybe, you know, an idea and suddenly a feeling. Full on, no matter what, no matter what. Very direct, very direct, and simple,
Yeah,
simple.
it is. It's yeah. It's almost yeah, it's so simple really. It's I think that's why it was so
And
easy to be overlooked.
you, well, not even this. There is there is no overlooking
Yeah.
because you know it's everything. There is no
Right.
overlooking.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's why this was so sweet when you say, "Where is my boom?" The very sound, "Where is my boom?"
Where's
The
my
boom, you know? So this is so beautiful. And there is no one getting anything here, no
yeah.
one knowing anything. And even this, I mean, you know, it doesn't matter. Just blah, 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 blah. When you see that all those beautiful words labels has no fucking meaning at all. You know what I mean?
Mm.
This is it's simple. It
It
just
is.
is.
And I remember at the Kenneth Mallett meeting telling him like I don't want it to be this simple. And actually, I think that's what was starting to trigger me. It was the fact that you know how simple this was because his message was so much more direct than what I was used to. Um, and and I'm like it just can't be this simple, Kenneth. It can't just be this. Like it just something about his message, you know, just triggered that. And I'm like, there's just it has to be more complicated than this. Like it because it was making me feel um
Like an idiot.
like an idiot. Yeah.
Cool. I love
I thought
idiots.
I knew something. I thought I knew something here. Like this, you know, this knew something
Of
that
course.
others didn't.
Of
And
course.
so that made me special. And you know,
Of
and so I'm this
course.
special person and I knew this, but now you're telling me that that's not the case. Like it's just
Totally.
so simple and that I'm actually the idiot that was blind. um, you know, like oh my God.
Well, here I
That
can
was a
kind of
boom, I guess, for
make it
sure.
more easy. Well, there was never an idiot, okay? There was never
Yeah,
an
yeah,
idiot in the
yeah.
idiot. So it's
That's
just
just how
full
I
on
felt.
idiot. So there is no problem with being an idiot. If there is
No,
only
yeah,
idiots,
no.
so who cares? You know what I mean?
Right.
So simple. This
Yeah.
is simply sometimes I say to certain characters which are not interested in this message. Oh boy, don't take yourself so seriously. I mean, come on, who cares? You know?
Yeah.
And this is kind of funny, you know, you can trigger very good with this, you know, because of
Hmm.
course I am special. This is what I am.
Yeah, yeah.
This is my security, you know. I'm
Right.
afraid of life. I need protection. I need protection. I need
Hmm.
knowing. The more I know,
That was
the better I can navigate through this here. Because this is free fall and you know it. That's why you need knowing in order to survive. What a
yeah,
beauty. What a
yeah, it does
beauty.
feel like a free fall. Yeah, I described this as approaching a cliff and looking down at nothing and having to jump into it. Like, you know, there's just that uneasiness when it's approached.
Yeah,
You know, just like you were standing on that cliff and looking down and
beautiful. Well, there was fear. Yeah, fear.
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, and is there still fear?
I don't know.
Is there something
It
going
doesn't.
on in the system? Like here, there were a lot of
Yeah,
panic attacks, a
yeah. I
lot
mean,
of fear.
well,
I
yeah,
was
no,
playing with
nothing
this.
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I mean, like the panic. I haven't had panic attacks in a long time. You know, there before
Anger, frustration.
Kenneth's retreat, the body, my body did like some weird things. Um, yeah, it could contract, like in the stomach area, almost like it was
Mm,
like contractions,
mm,
like birthing contractions. It was weird. Um, you know, and it would do it at night a lot, like when I'm at my most vulnerable. You know, like when I'm just about ready to fall asleep, and you know, and there's no thoughts, and for whatever reason, that just seemed to kind of like trigger the body. I don't know what
mm.
was really going on with that, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's actually settled down quite a bit, which I'm kind of glad, because that happened
Yeah.
that went
Cool.
on for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think but you know, Kenneth's retreat was the second one. The first retreat I went to seemed to settle the seeking quite a bit after that. That was at Suzanne Chang's
Oh yeah, I like her
retreat.
very much. I
She's
love
beautiful.
her.
She's a beauty
She's
boy. I love her.
beautiful. She's
I love her.
such a beauty.
Yeah, I started listening to her over a year ago. She was the very first person
What
I
what
heard
what
talk
what
about
sorry for
Rosa.
interrupting you. This plays out. So
Yeah.
what was the attraction to Suzanne? What did attracted you there?
What initially attracted?
No matter what, boom out. Feel free to boom out. This
Well,
is
initially it
here.
was, I thought she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen.
Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm,
Because she was just this beautiful Asian woman. And
mm.
this character here had always been very attracted to Asian women for whatever reason.
Yeah, beautiful.
Um, and so yeah, I saw it. She came across my YouTube feed, and I had listened. I think at that time I was kind of just listening to Eckhart Tolle once in a while, and some other speakers that you know, weren't really radical.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I had no idea what non-duality was at this time,
Okay. Okay.
and she came across my YouTube feed for whatever reason. I think it was just because of some of the Eckhart
Mm,
Tolle.
mm.
And I clicked on her, and because I saw her, I'm like, oh my God, she's gorgeous, and I selected her video, and then as soon as I heard her talking, I'm like, holy shit, like this is just resonates so much deeply, and more
Oh,
deeply than I had
beautiful.
ever heard in my life, and I just got sucked in, and it just became kind of a love affair, honestly.
Mm.
And
Tell me more. What do you mean with love affair?
I mean, just from me, yeah, like I mean, I just fell in love with her. And I fell in love with the message. You know, I
The
definitely,
whole package. The whole
the whole
package.
thing. Yeah, I mean, and I had to have I had one-on-ones with her. You know, I went to all her meetings.
Oh boy.
Um, for
You're
yeah,
very intensive.
almost a
I love
year.
it.
Yeah, I exchanged emails with her.
Cool.
Um, and so yeah, I mean, it was great. And yeah, after her retreat, I decided to kind of part ways, and you know, kind of maybe seek other speakers, and just kind of move on.
Get a bit distance from this love affair.
Yeah, because it was becoming, I was becoming very attached.
Yeah.
And that
I
was
know what you mean.
actually,
I had a similar experience, if you like. So I'm completely with you.
yeah.
Good, good choice by no one already. Boom.
Yeah. It was nice to get to see her at the retreat and everything. And but yeah, it was obvious that I had to let her go. And there was, yeah, that was hard too. Like
Yeah.
it was obvious when it happened, when there was
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it kind of felt like one of the very last big things to that seemed to need to be let go of, really. The um
Beautiful.
and
Thanks for sharing this here, by the way. I love it because I can
yeah,
totally, I resonate totally with this,
nice.
because of my own experience. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
This is very, very sticky. It's hard. But this is already playing out beautifully by itself,
Mhm.
without any story. This is just what is. Like this
Mhm.
and this and this and this. What was after Suzanne? Kenneth.
Um, Kenneth, yeah. I didn't really listen to anyone until I actually didn't even listen to Kenneth before I went to his retreat. I'd met a friend of mine. I met somebody at Suzanne's retreat and we just became really close friends.
Hmm,
And we talked quite a bit after the retreat, and he invited me to go to the Kenneth Madden retreat with him. And so we went back, and it was at the same place that Suzanne's retreat was at. So, and we both stayed in the same, or we both stayed in a cabin again together. And
cool.
so, yeah, I mean, me and him, we talk pretty much every week. So he's
Hmm,
become a really good friend of mine. So,
nice. Hmm.
um, but what were we talking about?
Oh, who cares? That's it.
But Kenneth was
That's it.
great. Kenneth was amazing. I love that guy. He I got to spend actually quite a bit. Me and Blaine got to spend a lot of time with him outside of the meetings, which I loved.
Cool.
We didn't really talk a lot about non-duality, really. I mean, we talked about, world issues and AI and
Cool.
all kinds
Hmm.
of crazy
Yeah,
topics. And
great.
and he was willing to entertain them, and he had some opinions on it, and it was kind of fun
Yeah,
to like talk
yeah,
with them about,
beautiful.
talk to these, a speaker about something other than this that really can't be spoken about.
Yeah,
But
cool.
yeah, it
Well,
was
okay. I have to interrupt here. I have to boom in. Talk about this, which cannot be spoken about. What did you say like this?
yeah,
Sorry. Okay, so I just boom out here. Okay, no, no. It's everything. Every fucking word is it already. Of course you can talk about it. It doesn't matter what you are saying. That's it already.
Mhm.
You know? Because what I cannot speak about makes the impression that there is something to get.
Yeah, yeah.
There is something I cannot speak about. Of course I can. This is booming aliveness. There
Yeah.
are no limits. This is boundless freedom. This is the fucking freedom. I love those beautiful ideas and concepts. Of course, I love them.
Yeah,
Why
yeah, yeah.
not? But it's seen. It's
I guess
just
it's
an
not the
idea.
actual speaking. It's not the actual speaking about it, I guess. Just give the meaning that's given to the concepts, and
Um, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. But
yeah, it's really free
so
to speak about it. Yeah.
you met Xander then. What was so interesting with Xander? The directness, right?
Yeah. I don't know what it was really.
The
I
simplicity, I
think
guess.
well, because I tend to get caught up on the concepts of non-duality a lot. And the more words and concepts I'm fed, the more it just seems to get caught up on it, and it's just been getting frustrated with it, um, and it just doesn't want to hear it anymore. Honestly, like I just want something simple and direct, and
Beautiful.
something that continues to resonate, and for whatever reason, I mean everything that up to this point with Suzanne, Kenneth, and other speakers that I've listened to, they still resonate, but I don't know. There's just something about Sanders' message that it's just,
Yeah, yeah.
you
Beautiful.
know,
No escape. It's just this, no matter what. How do you
yeah,
feel now?
pretty simple, pretty
How do
direct.
you feel now, Chris?
What?
How do you feel now?
Um, just same as always, really. Very neutral, it's very, very ordinary. Nothing's really special about this. Yeah, I mean, once in a while, I think once in a while, some grief still comes, but it's much nicer now than it was in the past. I mean, I went through hell, Rosa.
Yeah.
I mean, there was so much
You want to
trauma,
share in a
so much
nutshell, maybe?
trauma.
Or you can go like examples. We can take some examples.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it felt like for a whole year that it just kind of went through. Um, it kind of really started after. Well, it started before, but what really kind of triggered the whole, like, I guess, Dark Night of the Soul thing. was Suzanne and listening to her message for,
Mm,
and the, the message that there's no one here, and there's no me, and that for whatever reason just resonated, and it started to be inquired about,
mm,
and looked at, and really, and just kind of, there was this seemingly intense search for whether this was actually the case or not. and
yeah, yeah.
and it just brought up so much,
Mm,
and I was actually a stepfather for 10 years. I still have a good relationship with those kids.
mm-hmm.
Um,
Cool.
they're practically mine, really.
Mm-hmm.
And I have one of my own as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you
Me
know,
too.
yeah, you just one of your own.
One boy, yeah. But
Nice.
go on. So yeah, nice, of course. What a beauty. And go on.
Um, yeah, and so yeah, I guess like 10 years ago, I ended up leaving my ex-wife, and that caused a lot of pain and suffering for the kids and for her, and just looking back on it seemed very selfish to do that. Um, and that was kind of like when the spirituality um, search started happening. I read the book Power of Now and New
Yeah,
Earth by Eckhart Tolle,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then all of a sudden I thought I knew something,
yeah.
um, and really that kind of contributed to the divorce. Um, and so I mean, instead of just being in love with life and marriage and being a father, it seemed as though like this whole spiritual search kind of convinced me that there was something else. Um, and
But do you still think like this? Is there, I hear a little bit of regret or like,
yeah, I think there's still some processing of some things. I think it still
yeah, yeah,
have.
but of course,
Yeah,
this body is going naturally, organically to
there's been
process out until it's
yeah,
not there. This
yeah,
is a
there's
very
just
natural
so
thing,
much energy in here.
like the need to go to the toilet. It's very naturally popping up.
Yeah,
So this
yeah.
is going to process. Emotions will still arise.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't know what you call, what you label processing, but no matter how it, full on emotions, full on situations, sadness, whatsoever, already playing out innocently. Like the
Mm-hmm.
idea that spirituality caused, in a way, a reaction, with this relationship and blah, is just a beautiful idea. It's
Mm-hmm.
already empty. It says nothing. It's just what's happening, like splitting, feeling guilty or whatsoever, just the feeling, just the
Mm-hmm.
movement, just the reaction. It's just this, and very immediate, and there is simply no next. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
there is there is no there is simply no connection, no story to what it was. This was because of this, and then this is not there. There is no time. But okay, let's don't say there is no time. This is, but it's very direct, and in a way we can say simple again. Here we go with the simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
um the need to go into stories, like to find the reason, the cause of this and
Mm-hmm.
this, or to go in the future. This is simply playing off beautifully, but this gets uninteresting. The interest is dropping because it's seen that it doesn't matter. No matter what this is you're going, it doesn't matter. It goes always somehow there and there in this direction, and maybe this, and then looping again. What a beauty. Why not? Let it
Yeah.
do. Let it do his thing.
Yeah, I mean
There's
it.
no problem with this.
Before I could never talk about this kind of stuff because there was too much, there wasn't any space in between it, like there wasn't, it felt very owned, it felt very real.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But before yeah, but yeah, now it does seem like there's kind of a space there, but it still doesn't feel good sometimes talking about this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I
but
think
it's beautiful. But it's
it's just
beautiful that yeah,
yeah,
go on.
I think it's just kind of a habit almost at this point. Um it's just kind of a quick reaction, and then all of a sudden it's seen, no, that's not really the case. That didn't happen to a you. But there's still
How
this.
do may I ask you something? How do you after this we continue with part two, okay? Maybe I
Oh
will
yeah.
forget.
Oh,
But doesn't
okay.
if we're kicked out, we simply zoom in again, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
How do you when let's say feelings, strong emotions, ideas popping up, regretting history, I don't know what, or
Mhm.
I don't, you can relate to this? What I mean?
Yeah,
When I say trigger, is it okay? You
yeah,
can,
yeah.
okay, so now a trigger is popping up.
Mhm.
What's going on there?
I mean, I first noticed it in the body. Um, a lot of times it's just like triggered I it just kind of feels a little bit of energy in the like heart area, and sometimes in the stomach area. But
So it's not
no,
nice, right? It's not
no,
nice.
yeah, yeah, and just a couple months ago, before, like it was still heavily contracted whenever it was triggered.
And you
It's kind
have
of
maybe
softened.
you have
Feels.
maybe learned a couple of tools how to deal with this. Share with me, please.
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes back to when I was working with Suzanne. She always kind of directed us to kind of just go into the body and kind of just see how it feels there, and that kind of always, you
Did
know,
this
I,
resonate? Did this resonate?
I guess you could say that. I mean, it did seem to, give
Did it
some
help? Did
temporary
it help?
relief. Yeah, it gave some
Yeah.
temporary relief, I think, when this was feeling very heavily contracted. Um, but uh, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if it really did anything.
Okay. And
Um,
are you still doing this, or what is now different?
um, I guess I don't know. I guess what feels different now is just everything is okay. Like everything, there's not it's not a problem anymore. It doesn't seem like, doesn't
So the
feel like
contraction is there, it's
the
popping up, the
contraction's
trigger
there.
is coming.
It's just
Okay,
what it
it's the
is.
trigger. It's what
It's
it
just
is.
what it is. Yeah, it's just what
Yeah.
it is. Um,
Beautiful, beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so
It's what
that
it
seems
is.
to help soften it a little. Um,
Yeah, yeah. There is this year. Let's go into part two, and I will continue with this
okay.
trigger thing. See ya.